This week, our 8 events roundup stories focus on stories from our newest community in the African continent, Ghana. And in his Just My Opinion segment, Guy Milsan1 will talk about some of Sergey Mavro's predictions that are happening now. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your Mavro news channel. This week, we officially welcome to MNC another family that is starting to make waves in the African continent, and that is Ghana. Guider Isaac welcomed their guests and gave an overview of what is, its history and founder. He talked next about the ideology of the community wherein he said that money is a modern form of slavery and that is a revolution trying to fight off the unfair financial situation that the world is in right now. He also reminded them that is not a business but a donation exchange community, hence there are no guarantees given. For this part, Guider Ebezener discussed about the bonuses each member gets for making donations and inviting people. He also shared the rules on safe participation, which he said are important to each member to know and follow, as it would help them secure their accounts and personal information as well. The latter part of the program was devoted to entertaining questions from their audience. Both guiders help each other so they can give a clear and complete answer to their guests. Although they were passionate about the things they discussed, Guiders Ebezener and Isaac did not forget to crack jokes here and there to make the mood lighter. 2 weeks later, on February 18, Guider Isaac Ashosho and Ebezener Waving were out again for another presentation. This time, they have collaborated with another guider, Adamu Musa, to present to about a dozen people at the Asylum Down Heroes Temple in Accra.
Is that really that famous?
Guider Adamu gave the welcome message and thanked the guests for coming. He then provided an overview of the community called Guider Isaac spoke next, and he talked about history and its founder before sharing the ideology that guides as a global mutual aid community. He told them that has a lot to offer, especially for ordinary people like them. Guider Ebezener was the last speaker of the day and discussed how the platform works. He showed them how much reward they can get by just starting with just a donation of 20 Ghana shillings. He reminded them, though, that the 30% and other bonuses should be treated as a reward and not as interest or profit. On the latter part of the event, the three helped each other in sharing the risks involved in joining the rules for safe participations, and also sharing queries from their invites. Collaboration seemed to be the norm in Ghana, as shown in our next event held at the Heroes Temple Hall in Accra last February 25, 2017.
So just if somebody wants to help somebody who wants to...
Guider Adamu Musa was the lead organizer with Guiders Ebezener Waving come to and Isaac Ashosho giving him support. For their effort, the collaborators were able to gather 30 people that day. Guider Adamu welcomed the guests before giving the floor to Guider Isaac, who introduced them to what is and how it was founded by Sergey Mavro. Guider Adamu was the second speaker, and he discussed how the donation exchange works in He put emphasis on using only spare funds and on not being forced to make large amounts of donation. Guider Kamtu followed next with a talk the rules each member must know and follow while doing He introduced them to the concept of moratorium, especially on cases wherein changes on passwords or bank account details occur. Guider Ebezener was last to speak, and his time was devoted on discussing the risks involved in doing He did not mince words in telling them the possibilities of a pause mode or a restart if the get help queue is greater than the provide help queue. Before ending, each guider gave their message of invitation to their guests to be part of the fast-growing Ghana community. Believe it or not, community pays. This message has been stressed several times in different ways by Guider Femi Adimujimi during his offline presentation at the UDS Guest Hall in Greater Accra last March 11, 2017.
The number of calls he was receiving from people.
He scored the point on different instances because he said there are already people showing negative information about Ghana despite it being new in the country. Guider Femi opened the occasions with a thank you message to those who made sure they will be present for his event. He next gave an overview on what really is, how it evolved, and who founded it. He also shared about his own experiences in the community and gave his testimony that indeed pays and that it helps change people's lives through enabling sharing of donations from one individual to another. After talking about the benefits and the rules, Guider Fem also shared how one of his friends from the Nigeria community earned a lot of rewards from He told them that his friend did 3 simple things. First was knowing the ideology of deeply. Next was trusting the system and its members. And last was following all its rules and regulations. Before ending, he challenged his audience to be like his Nigerian friend who joined the community and worked hard to reap all the rewards it offers. The Heroes Temple in Greater Accra was again witness to another offline ideological seminar on March 11, 2017, under the leadership of Guider Isaac Ashosho. A member of his team made a short talk first before he was called as the speaker of the day. Guider Isaac began with a warm message of welcome and a short introduction about himself. Then he started to define and shared in detail how it began in Russia and how the founder Sergei Mavro was able to expand it to its current global presence. He said that one of Mavro's vision is to see become a community of people selflessly helping one another on their own free will. As he discussed about the benefits offered by Guider Isaac also shared things he learned so far within the community. He expressed his deep gratitude to because he is slowly reaping the rewards for his effort in sharing the ideology. Later in the program, Guider Isaac and his team members shared different ways that members can do for them to gain more from what the platform offers. They also answered all questions from their guests as thoroughly as they can and hope that it would help them make an informed decision whether to join the community or not. As is slowly gaining momentum in Ghana, Guiders are actively spreading its ideology on as many venues as possible. For his part, Guider Shiri Olisa opted to visit the Tanoso Kumasi campus in the Ashanti region on March 17 of this year for his offline presentation.
There are 3 things you need. You need an email address.
Most of his guests were students who flocked to the University of Education wine bar that day as they were curious about Early on, questions were already pouring as Guider Shiri moved from one topic to another. One topic that had the most inquiry was about the 30% growth rate. He emphasized that this is not an interest, but a reward for their willingness to provide help. He added that, aside from this, registration, referral, and leader bonuses await those who are willing to exert effort to get them. Guider Shiri also made sure that he tempered their expectations about getting the rewards and bonuses. He told them that does not offer any guarantee that members would always get their donated money and the bonuses. He shared as well that it is important for them to weigh first all the risks involved and ensure that they donate only their spare money should they decide to join later. Also on the same day, March 17, Guider Isaac Gasosio was again out in Accra for another talk about MMM. This time, his venue was at the Shada City restaurant. And like in his previous events, he had several people assisting him to make the occasion run smoothly.
On just financial system. The goal here is not the money. The goal here is not the money. It is financial freedom.
One team member made the introduction and shared that one of MMM's goals for each member is to provide them a venue to realize financial freedom. Guider Isaac then continued talking about it as he shared the ideology of the community. He added that another vision of MMM is to set a fair financial system where money would no longer be an issue and where people can slowly free themselves from the claws of financial slavery. Guider Isaac then showed them in detail how the MMM donation exchange platform works through the provide help and get help processes. He told them that the main reward for their donation is the 30% growth rate and that other bonuses also exist for them to avail of. He followed this with talk about the risks and the rules each member must follow. Before closing, he again highlighted the ideology of MMM, saying that those who wanted to join must understand it by heart. For this week's last story, Guider Joshua Iyaji was the lead organizer. He held it on March 18 of this year at the Cape Holy Hall for the people of Kumasi in the Ashanti region of Ghana.
Ideology program seminar that get to tutor us on how this community works.
His main goal was to share the information about the MMM community, including its ideology, how it works, and the benefits involved in it. Guider Joshua started the occasion by asking everyone present to introduce themselves to the group. Once done, he enthusiastically welcomed them and started introducing the topics about MMM. He defined MMM as a community where the spirit of giving is celebrated. He also said that it gives a technical platform which helps millions of people to connect with those who need help and those who are ready to provide it. Next up for discussion was how the mutual aid platform works. Guider Joshua showed them through examples how the donation exchange works. He also introduced them to Mavro and its growth rate and described it as MMM's way of motivating participants to donate more and invite others. He also showed them other ways to get Mavro credits through the different bonus programs. In closing, he shared to his guests that all the benefits that MMM offers are for free and all they need to do is decide to participate and make a donation out of their spare funds.
Great day again, everyone. My name is Emil and this is Just My Opinion. First of all, I want to send positive vibes and good thoughts to all our viewers by saying big thanks for your continued support on this segment. Because of you, I was able to share positive thoughts, ideas, and opinion to our growing community. This week, we are going to talk about one of the most common phrase being said in MMM. It's very popular since it's often used by the founder himself in almost all his video and written messages. The phrase that says, "Financial apocalypse is inevitable." It was made popular by Sergey Mavro because ever since he rebuilt MMM, it became his tagline in every video he posted for the community. So I became very curious about it since it's more like a prediction rather than a tagline. Maybe it's the summary of all his predictions about the future of money or the money system we have. The question right now is, how can we relate this prediction to what is happening today? One good example maybe is the increasing number of digital currency and the people who patronize it. The price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other leading digital money is almost constantly in peak. In the last few weeks, most cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, displayed a dramatic increase in the market value. It only shows how many people are putting their investment on digital money, thus weakening the value of fiat currency like the dollar. So, is this the start of the financial apocalypse that Mavro talks about in his videos? Well, seeing from what's happening, I can say that yes, probably it is. It is the development of MMM community and the growing number of digital currency users are a clear indication that financial apocalypse will soon likely to happen worldwide. But another question is, if Bitcoin is really in a momentum, why MMM is still promoting the use of banks? Why not totally depend on Bitcoin? I think Mavro, being a strategist, predicted that the Bitcoin transactions will have delays and some technical problems or glitches since the blockchain technology is still young. So, as a contingency plan, he purposely didn't abolish the use of banking system so that PH and GH can still operate. Whether we believe it or not, Mavro's predictions are now becoming a reality. In fact, the next economic crash may happen this year, according to several financial experts. So I think preparing for it is the best thing to do right now. Educating yourself about the truths of money is almost equivalent to acquiring your freedom. I don't really know if this financial apocalypse will happen because of MMM, but what I know is that there will be a time in the future when all the people in the world will unite to achieve total financial freedom and equality. That's it for this week. I hope to see you again next week. My name is Emil, saying always remember that everything that I said in this video was just my opinion. Have a great day, guys, and bye-bye.
That's it for this week's edition of MNC. On behalf of the MNC team, we would like to thank everyone for the support as we cross another milestone this week. Your Mavro News channel has now aired 60 episodes. Again, thank you. I am Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.